favors the bold. Time waits for no man. Closed mouths don't get fed. It takes a village. When you shine your light, you give others the permission to do so. Sound familiar? Maybe even overrated. You probably heard these phrases, and when you do, you roll your eyes or turn up your nose, or yimu as we say. What if I told you that these phrases, these statements we call cliches, actually hold hidden power to transform and change your life? I've got proof. Walk with me, come see.
You gotta get up and make a move, 'cause the world will never see you until you do.
Hey people of the world, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If you're seeing this video, then I'm not a one-hit wonder. Thank God for that. So welcome back to Lisa's Lens, where seeing is not just believing, seeing is everything. On this channel, we take the time to explore how your personal or even the popular opinions that you believe in, whether consciously or unconsciously, affect the quality of your life. We take the time to see how narratives, perspectives, soapboxes, affect your expressions, your expectations, and even your being across several streams, from faith to adulting to relationships. Because when you think about it, we all actually live in the same lives. We may be divided by geography, but our collective human experience unites our realities. So welcome back, and thank you once again for stopping by. I'm truly, truly honored and excited that you stopped by, and I hope that this video holds a wealth of meaning and value for you. But before I go on, I want to take a hot minute to just stop and say thank you. You guys, anyone who has you has the world. You know how they say your wealth is not really only in your assets or what you have in your bank account, but in your network. I can say I'm a wealthy woman. Gosh, you guys came through for me. There were moments I sat still and I was just speechless. I think most importantly, it was just the gift of your belief in me. I can't even begin to tell you some of the feedback I received from people, heartwarming comments, of how they had seen this coming. It's been a long time coming. Someone even told me or reminded me of a comment she had made back then when Facebook was a thing that year, just telling me about how I needed to be more intentional about creating content or just curating inspiring messages as spin-offs from my writing, and that was so encouraging to see. Look, people are actually watching. people are looking at how you live your life, and people remember, people take notice. So, there's really no reason for you to hide your light. The world is waiting, okay? So I just want to say thank you to everyone who liked, who shared, who subscribed, who commented, who left a kind word encouraging me. For those who even believe their family and friends to come and see what Lisa is doing, thank you so much. You guys are the best. And I'm super, 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 super thankful for your love and your support. Your love has made me brave. And I really hope that I continue to, be a blessing to you through this channel. Now on to the topic of today. Let's explore why this fascinating phenomenon called cliches might just change the way you think and why you should not ignore them. You see, these overused phrases, or in our opinion, tired, stretched cliche statements actually hold hidden power, hidden meaning, to change life because they are based on natural principles. Whether you're a believer or not, they actually give you an advantage to excel and succeed at life. Why is this important? I think sometime in 2022, something had happened to me. I can't remember the exact thing that happened, but I stumbled on a natural principle that worked, and it sparked a rethink for me about why my defaults or inclination to cliches was to turn up my nose when these principles actually work. And so that's why I want to challenge you today. I want you to think about some of the overused phrases, tired cliches that you've heard in your lifetime, that you rolled your eyes at, you're tired of hearing. Think about some of them. And go on right now in the comments. Put them. I want to see some of them. Let's conduct an experiment together. Let's see how we can start to unlearn some of the belief systems that have shaped our lives, and how this wisdom, natural wisdom, can actually help us excel in some areas of our lives. Now, the first cliche I'm going to talk about is fortune favors the bold. I'm sure you've heard about this countless times. And you're probably feeling, oh, here they go again. But let me tell you, it actually works. You guys remember in my first video when I talked about how I was doing this afraid? I didn't have the right tools or I didn't have so much knowledge. In fact, for some of you who can tell the difference between the video composition from the last one, you can tell that some growth has happened, But I talked about how in time, I believe that all things will come together. Would you believe that in less than 3 or 4 days after posting that video, yours truly became the owner of a mic, as you can see, lighting, and a tripod stand? I still cannot believe it as I'm speaking to you right now. It is incredible. Listen, everything you want is on the other side of it. You need to put yourself out there. Someone said, confidence is not what you feel, but what you project. I think that's how the statement is phrased. The truth is, possibilities and doors would only open when you realize that it's okay to start over. There's this popular quote that I think it was, or at least I think I first came across it in that, I think it was in the movie Akila and the Spelling Bee movie. The quote by Marianne Williamson, if I'm not mistaken the name, that says, our deepest fears is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fears is that we're powerful beyond measure. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented? Actually, who are you not to be? You see, these quotes, these statements, while they may sound overused and tired, they're actually true and real. Why are you hiding behind excuses? What good has it done for you when you think about it? Sometimes just stepping out, afraid, is all you need, is all the universe, is all life is waiting on, is all God is waiting on, right? For you, for rewards and for opportunities to come at you or to come to you or to reward you because you stepped out. But when you don't step out, nothing is going to happen. Nothing will change. A close second to this cliche is closed mouths don't get fed. Listen, I can't even begin to. This past Christmas, I had an experience with a friend where I realized more than ever before that closed mouths actually don't get fed. And that sometimes all it takes is really to just ask a question, may I? Is this possible? Could you do this for me? To realize that people are actually willing to help. When I started this channel, I'm not one of the, influencers out there on Instagram or Twitter that could easily have used their platform, to build their YouTube following, and just post a link or post a video and say, hey guys, I started a new YouTube channel, please go follow me. And before you can blink, 1,000 subscribers. I didn't have that privilege. But you know what? I leveraged my tribe, my community. I reached out to my friends. I said, hey guys, guess what? I'm doing something new. I'm starting afraid. I don't have all the answers, but I need your support. And look, people came through for me. Woo! The likes, the shares, the reposts, the subscriptions. How is it possible that in under a week, I have gained over 100 subscribers for someone who you could say is a C-list influencer in the world of influencers? That's if I even make it to C-list, But you see, somehow, just because I asked, people came through for me. So I'm encouraging today, what's that thing that you've been hesitant to ask? And as I'm saying this, I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself because I struggle with asking for help. But I'm learning as I go that it's okay to reach out and ask people for help. The next cliche I'm going to talk about is time waits for no man. For some of us, just that phrase has already given you mental pictures of maybe when you were in primary or secondary school and your parents using it to correct you or to yell at you for not doing your chores or not doing your homework. And it's probably triggering some PTSD. Listen, it's the truth. Your parents were not lying to you. Your teachers were not lying to you. They saw something. Listen, time makes no excuses. It just goes about its mission. And if there's any lesson I've learned both in the last year or past couple years and in just taking the step to start this channel, is the fact that time actually does not make excuses. When I think about the fact that I could have been doing this 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, 3 years ago. In fact, I thought back in time, one of the first times I remember intentionally saying I would like to start a podcast or start a YouTube channel with my friends, was I think maybe 2020 or 2019. I remember saying, oh, I really wanted to do this. I thought we could do this. I've always thought that, that we had so much to offer the world in terms of, this sort of important conversations. But you know what? I kept hiding behind the discomfort, or hiding behind the excuse of waiting for when my friends were ready, or hiding behind, just hiding behind comfort zones. Listen, comfort zones are just cells in disguise. They are prison cells. Leave your comfort zone. Yes, I'm shouting at you. Leave your comfort zones. They are merely prison cells in disguise. When I think about the amount of time that has passed that I could have created value, I could have offered meaning to my world, I just cringe a little at how much time I've wasted. And time is not going to apologize to me and say, hey, Lisa, I'm so sorry you couldn't get to do this in 2020. Don't worry, I would rewind it for you so that you can get the opportunity. No, it's gone. 5 years later, I'm finally taking the step to do this. And it's reinforced the importance. Because when I look back 6 months from now, it would be beautiful to see how my willingness or my obedience or my decision to stop hiding behind excuses has paid off. And so I want to encourage you as well. Stop making excuses. Time makes no excuses. Okay? Next cliche I want to talk about is it takes a village. You guys, find your tribe. Don't make the mistake of thinking you can go through life alone. Don't do it. It's a sad, empty way to live. Find your tribe. I do believe that God, one of the important things God does in creating the world and in intertwining our lives in the way that He does through family, through relationships, through networks, is because you need people. No man is an island, right? You actually need people. I can't begin to tell you how just knowing that I had people who were waiting to catch me if I fell or if I failed, bolstered me, boosted my morale to do this. It takes a village. Please maximize your village. Find your village and maximize your village. God puts the solitary in families, okay? Find yours. They exist, I promise you. They exist. Except if you are by yourself, throwing them away, pushing them away. They actually exist. And trust me, even if you've pushed or made people by your behavior and by your bad behavior and your coconut head, you've made people run away from you, it's not too late to make amends and do the right thing, okay? I think that the last cliche that I'm going to talk about is when you shine your light, you give others the permission to shine theirs as well. Listen, I've gotten some really amazing testimonies just from starting my YouTube channel. In fact, it's almost as if YouTube has changed my life this January. I had friends, I had YouTube channel creators or those who had channels before who would come and say, Lisa, just you starting this is inspiration and encouragement for me to go back to what I left and be consistent. I think that's amazing. I think that's inspirational. A colleague of mine posted on LinkedIn and where she said that my starting afraid, my doing this YouTube channel, afraid and unprepared was an inspiring reminder for her, about her own path, her own journey of starting new things and doing things. Listen, that's an honor. That's an honor for someone to speak well of how your actions has inspired them. Someone else told me about how just by starting. I encouraged her to start something that she had been putting off for the longest. Listen, shine your light. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. What's the alternative to hiding? Tell me. It hasn't done anything for you when you think about it. There's no benefit to be gained by hiding or by hiding your light under a bushel. If you are a believer, if you're a Christian, you are the light of the world, a city set on a hill. The world is counting on you to shine your light. Stop hiding. Okay? Stop hiding. There you have it. Clichés are more than just overused or overrated phrases. They hold a world of benefits when we embrace them. In fact, they probably became clichés for a reason. They worked. It's because they worked that they became clichés. And so I want to encourage you, just think about one cliché. One cliché. Think about it. Explore it and see how it changes things for you. I'll be looking out, right, in the comments for insights or your stories for what worked or what didn't. Till I come your way again next time, I want to encourage you to live intentionally. Think about how your opinions actually affect, or your narratives, or the perspectives that you hold there affect and shape the way you think and the way that you live, and even your expectations towards life. Thank you once again for stopping by my channel, for listening, and for resonating, right, with all the things I've shared here. I'd like to encourage you, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well so that you stay tuned to more content as I upload and as I continue to share on my life's journey. Till I come your way again next time. Toodles. Bye.